Hello and welcome. That was the wrong thing, so now you know what we're gonna react to first. What's up, guys? How you doing? Hiya, Scar Citizen. How you doing, buddy? Did you get the Silica game? Gay? What? Hello? Mic check, 1, 2. Brain check, 3, 4. So yeah, today we're gonna react to a bunch of videos. Maybe if you're interested, I can show you Silica, the game that. So let me preface this. So you guys told me to react to like a video on YouTube last time. I think it was Saturday. Doesn't matter. So I did, and it was a Silica video. And I'm pretty hungry for some reason. I ate like a couple of hours ago, but now I'm hungry. So, yeah, it might be a short one, or I might just like lose all the energy, because that's how I work. Because I don't have enough fat, obviously, to fucking use up. Anyway, so that game is fucking awesome. Silica is awesome. Yesterday, I wanted to go to bed earlier because yeah, I was tired. I was fucked up, and it was like 12 p.m. But I bought it. It's like $20. I bought it and I tried it and I played it until like 7 a.m. because it's that fun. There is a bunch of issues with it, but if you're interested, I can show you how it like looks like and how it plays and all of that. But anyway, before that, like I don't even know if we're gonna do that. Before that, we're gonna react to a bunch of videos, and if you have any videos that you want me to react to, hop into my community Discord, and there's like a video reacts requests section there, and let me actually link the Discord to you guys, because a bunch of you for some reason are not in the Discord. Fucking assholes. Anyway, copy. There we go. So hop into the Discord, pretty please, and drop me a link of a video that you want me to react to. Let it be like game related. It doesn't need to be Star Citizen, but most people want to like watch me watch Star Citizen videos and all that, so might as well be one. So I'm good. How are you? Oh yeah, I'm fine. I guess it's on the list at the top. Yeah, it's $20. It's like, also Silica is a fucking amazing game, and it's made by a single person. You like, it just like boggles my. Obviously, music was done by another person. Obviously, some other things were done by other people, I guess. But the coding, I guess, the programming, the animations, and all of that were done by a single person, and it's fucking amazing. It's like a crossover between an RTS and an FPS. So you can basically be a commander and play an FPS game with your characters, like on the ground with your troops. Like whatever units you want to be, you can just play it. You want Silica so bad? Oh my, like dude, it's so fucking good. It's so fucking good. There are some, I'm gonna say, issues with it. It's not like in Star Citizen terms issues. It's not buggy. Yesterday I had like, let me actually find the video for you, because I'm so fucking hyped. So I recorded most of my gameplay yesterday. Backup footage. Where the fuck is my footage? Oh no. Okay, so this is gonna take a while because I have a 4 terabytes SSD filled with like lengthy videos. But I want to show you. I played as the bugs, because you have like 3 factions, and you can be like humans, another human faction, which is basically the same faction as the first one, and the developers said that they're going to change that. They're also going to add air units and all of that in the next patch, in the next major patch. And there are bugs, but not in the sense of like bugs like in Star Citizen, but you can play as bugs. Is this it? No, this is not it. Where is me? Where is it? Oh, okay. So I don't know how much you will like. You can see from this. Let me. You don't need to hear the sound. Actually, no. You know what? Might as well hear the sound. The music is pretty good. So this is me playing yesterday or today. React, maybe? Is this gonna work? So yeah, basically you're a commander in an RTS, but you can also take your play as any troop on the ground, like any of the troops on the ground. So yeah, this is me raiding. Although it's dark, it's pretty dark. These are my like troops, my bugs that are raiding the enemy base. Look at this. Tell me that this isn't amazing. Tell me that this isn't amazing. The graphics are really good also. Like the whole game is fucking amazing, honestly. So I don't want to bore you with that. If you want me to play it a bit later, I can do that for you guys. But yeah, I just wanted you to check it out. It's like 20 bucks on Steam. It's really good. So we're gonna start off with a video that you guys posted twice. I guess I'm reacting to Salty Mike reacting because it's his Reacts channel. So let's check out. The video is called "How Can They Be This Bad?" So let's do it.
I guess we're actually... I don't read these very often. I just kind of briefly go through them and see what is happening. But I'm going to go through this. And
you want me to play it?
Like a
sure.
Combination thing here, because I don't think I've posted this on my React
Where
channel
is this
yet,
cam going to be?
This
That's
is
the question.
This Week in Star Citizen. Which they do every Monday. Or,
it's gonna be on the left side. Okay. Give me a second. I don't fucking know. Maybe like this. But then the chat, like you can't see the. Oh fuck it! I'll just leave it like this. Fuck it.
Okay, maybe on a Tuesday. Oh, I clicked the wrong. Here, we'll look at it here, so it's a little easier to read.
It's even worse now.
And. It starts off with something I really
somehow it's even worse now.
Super.
Where do I put it? Where do I place myself? Do we need to see the chat? Because I'm scared to like untie the chat from the cam because it might crash OBS for some reason. It happened once already. I'm not. Fuck it. I'll just leave it here. He's probably gonna read it out.
For weird. I talked about it a lot on Week in Review, but just in case you guys didn't see it, and a lot of you guys, honestly, I think more people watch the React channel now than watch the main channel. So,
yep,
this has got to get out.
Honestly, that's unfortunate because like you spend a lot of time making a video, like from experience. You spend a lot of time making a video, and then you just react to a video, and you get like 8,000 views, and the main channel video got like 2,000 views.
There, dude, because this is so bad. We've started a series of spotlights on things to do in the verse last week, with the first one covering the Arlington Bounty Mission chain.
Okay.
Loved this. This is such a great initiative.
Arlington Bounty Mission chain? That's the Model Secret missions, right?
Okay. It's a really great initiative. The series is going to run out very quickly. But...
Yep.
Still a good initiative. I gotta say, I really like it. Whether it's your first time taking on an Idris or you're a veteran hunter, check out the Mission Spotlight. Now, we're gonna check out the Mission Spotlight. Okay?
All right.
For more info. A few offers to get your hangar ready for action and a chance to win some explosive prizes after taking Arlington on. Okay?
All right.
So let's start out with that, because again, I don't think I've talked about this yet on my channel here. So here's the Mission Spotlight. Right? So they go through and they tell you everything about how this works. So the Arlington gang is wreaking havoc on Stanton in a matter of all deadly fighters and gunships and rumor.
What havoc is the Arlington gang wreaking or wrecking or however you pronounce that? What fucking hell, honestly? I'm gonna laugh. probably. But like this is already funny. They're not doing shit. Like the Arlington gang is doing nothing. So what I mean by that is, if you went and saw them doing something somewhere, like around Lorville or on a moon, and like destroying something, attacking something, and then joined in and try to like joined in the fight and try to destroy them, that will be fine. But no, they are spawning in the fucking most remote locations around those moons, and you got to go there and pop them. Like it's where's the immersion? What are they doing? Also, there's no like actual storyline to it. Nothing. There's nothing to it. Like no game around it.
Has got his hands on a devastating Idris capital frigate. Take down Arlington targets, keep them safe, keep the system safe, and reap the rewards of a job well done. Right? Very cool. Before you begin, which is even cooler, you have to meet a mission giver. Okay? And you go.
You're gonna land somewhere and stay in the ship.
Miles Eckert. And yeah, it's very, very neat. I think it's one of the coolest ways to get started.
Wait, Miles Eckert is not T-posing here? Like, this is obviously fake.
Very neat, I think. It's one of the coolest ways to get started, right? And then they give you some tips and tricks. And then, but so they say the more missiles, the better. And check out all the ships below for out-of-the-box loadouts. Perfect for tackling the Arlington threat. So all this really was,
it's a
instead
sales
of
event.
doing something good, was a thinly veiled ship sale.
All right, sure. I mean, what do you guys expect from CAG at this point? Honestly, they need money. They just need money. Maybe they're gonna deliver you a game, maybe not, but they just need money. It's an ad, yeah.
And it's all the ships.
The whole fucking game is an ad, dude. Don't you understand that? like, first of all, there's no gameplay. Like, there's minimal fucking gameplay in said game. Secondly, the only thing that you can do is you can like. Why didn't they say, oh, you can buy those ships in like Lorville? You can buy those ships in fucking Area 18. $250, yeah. Like, the whole fucking game is just an ad. It's just like, yeah, so you can have this, but yeah, you should probably buy it. Like, why not buy it? Because you're gonna have it after the wipe.
Take on like combat ships, but specifically ones that are better at taking on larger ships. So bombers, the Ares series. Yeah, it's a funnel to the cash shop. And the thing that I said on Week in Review is that, okay, like I get it, you're a business, you got to sell ships, right? This is what you do. But there's no mention. Like, here's the deal. This is a community-focused thing. This is a guide. We have tips and tricks.
I mean, it guides you to a fucking store. What's the problem? Come on, Mike. Like, how do you understand this? Like, it is a guide. It fucking grabs you by your hand and just, like, leads you to a fucking store.
Nowhere are we guiding our player base to the in-game shops and where these ships are sold and how much they're sold for in-game currency.
Exactly.
Right? Nowhere are we explaining to the player base that exists. Maybe that's...
Also, why even do Miles Eckert missions when you can do the whatever, the new ones that fucking got added a year ago, basically? The beacons, the whatever beacons. You can like, those beacons can spawn on Idris, and you can still get like a ton of money from that. Like, why even fucking do the Miles Eckert missions anymore? Like, there's nothing to it. It's not even fun. There's no storyline. There's nothing.
Already well known. Maybe that's something that they're making assumptions that the player base would know that that's the case. But if we're making assumptions that players know that they can buy ships, well, then players would know about the mission in the first place, most likely, right? So it's kind of a weird one here where I think CIG should be posting more things on their website. I think that there should be a guide of this on their YouTube channel to go along with this. You know, where Jared's kind of looking around going, I don't have any content.
But if there were guides on like a bunch of shit, then like what would be the point of us, the content creators? See, like, and I'm not trying to like dig, like, or I'm not dig. What? I'm not trying to like bash on anyone, but the fact is, name me another game, like any other game that is not Star Citizen, that has that many content creators with that many subscribers. And I'm not talking about like the most popular fucking Valorant and all of that. The only games that get like Star Citizen is not Overwatch. Star Citizen is not fucking Rainbow Six Siege. It's not a competitive game. In competitive games or in Valorant, you have like YouTubers that are gonna tell you like here's the meta. Hey guys, here's the meta, right? And they have a ton of fucking players, but the subscriber count on like most YouTubers, like for example, like Flats is an Overwatch streamer and a YouTuber. He has like 300,000 subs. Oh, he's actually at a 500,000 right now. What the fuck? Amazing. Yeah, he was like at 250 for a while. So compare that to like Morphologists and the other content creators. Like we don't like. Star Citizen is not giving you anything. It's not going to hold you by your hands. It's not going to fucking tell you what to do and how to do it. Therefore, you got to inform yourself on YouTube. So if they did it themselves, they would just like put us out of the job, right? And we would have to do like gameplay videos, and nobody fucking wants to do gameplay videos because gameplay videos are shit. Because gameplay in Star Citizen is shit. Well, except like a couple of guys that I can name like off the top of my head that are also like struggling with the game itself.
Well, you know, doing guides like these on your own YouTube channel and doing deep dives with the really good quality that they're able to put out would probably be a lot better than anything that, you know, people like me or Morph or whoever makes videos out there could do, right?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Yeah, just really wanted to point this out and go, hey, this looks pretty bad. It's embarrassing. And it makes it really hard to like be a member of this community when you're being... A really good thing is all just a thinly veiled funnel to get you to buy a Hammerhead for $725. Right?
What a price for a piece of ship. Like, what does this ship even have? Why is it priced this fucking high? Like, I mean, Mike said it already. Like, he said everything. So I don't know, like, what else should I be talking about? Except the fucking ship price. It has turrets that you can interact with. It has an elevator, 2 elevators inside that you can interact with. And you can sit on a couple of seats in the cantina. And you can fly it. And that's it. $725 for that. Oh, grumpy, but it's piece of art. No, it's not. As I've said fucking numerous times now, if you buy a piece of art, that art is yours. If not, if it's like music and you didn't buy it for a lot of fucking money, then that means that a lot of different people have the same shit. Just like with a Hammerhead. Why is it priced this high? Well, because CAG needs money. It's so stupid. Honestly, it's so fucking stupid.
So, I don't know how I feel about this, guys.
$250 fucking dollars for a ship that has been nerfed and nerfed and nerfed. That doesn't even fucking like. Then they like change the ballistics. Then you buy the Inferno. Then they fucking nerf the ballistics in the next patch. And then like 250 fucking bucks for what? For what? Well,
know.
just buy the Ion. Well, the Ion is gonna miss all their fucking shots, so...
How I feel about this, guys. It doesn't feel good, though. I'll tell you that. And, yeah, let's jump back, though. And then...
Oh, yeah, Ares should have been modular. I mean, a bunch of ships should have been modular. Come on.
And the team's still focused on getting the remainder.
But you know what? We're gonna get the... Might as well fucking talk about this. We're gonna get the... the new variants of the cutter. Because for some reason, they still can't do modularity, right?
Of Alpha 320 out the door into the hands of our Evo Kati testers. While some elements of 320 have been in testing, we intend to expand we intended to expand the content last week. However, we ran into a number of issues that prevented us from doing so. The team is making good progress on clearing out the blockers, and we're targeting an Evo Kati rollout this week that includes additional 320 content. Okay, so
so 320 is only going to have the arena commander updates and all of that, and the master modes.
A good bit of update on what's going on with 320. We haven't been hearing a lot about it, to be honest. Everything that you have been hearing is likely a leak from any Evo Kati tests, right? So that's good to hear there. What's going on this week is subscriber monthly newsletter. Okay. Wednesday is the latest monthly report. So that's good. We always like that. Thursday is the latest update on our location creation tool, Rastar. Which,
again?
By the way, Rastar is what's preventing content in 320 from working. So
really,
you know the platforms that just got delayed last week? Rastar is what delayed them, and they're saying and how it's being used in Alpha 320.
So Rastar is the thing that is supposedly going to be used for base making and all that. They're currently using it to like make whatever he just said, like platforms, but like outposts and all of that. So we already saw Rastar like fucking 8 times in the past 2 years. Why show it again?
It's literally not being used in Alpha 320. It's going to be in Alpha 320 dot whatever if we're lucky. Okay? And then this Friday, Star Citizen Live returns with a new game.
Master modes will not be in the 320 PU.
Dev episode. Oh.
Sure.
Cannot wait
Amazing.
to see them create some new interactable.
I mean, I trust you, but like still, it doesn't like... I wasn't excited before. I'm not excited right now. And like, it doesn't surprise me at all. Honestly.
That we're not going to use in the game. Very exciting. So we have a...
I got to stop it again. Do you know, Christopher, according to Yogi, I mean, Yogi is going to say like, yeah, he speaks the truth. So do you know how long ago they said that they will change and that they're working on changing the flight model? Like, type a number in the chat, and I'll tell you. I'm waiting. Just give me 10 years. 5. 5 is the right answer. 2018 was the first time that they said that they need to change the flight model yet again because they're not happy with it and that they're working on it. And then, like, last CitizenCon, they showcased a bit of it. And now, like, yeah.
A content film.
You win nothing, zombie, sorry.
And then Saturday,
I have nothing to give you.
Cup race for XGR,
but that was the right answer.
You guys didn't know. So you can check it out on their Twitch channel or whatever. So, yeah. And we're not going to use Rastar as players for, I imagine, a very long time. So, yeah. It's not good.
I don't think we're ever going to use Rastar. It's going to be something else with a better UI that is made for the players and not the devs.
It's not good. No bueno, but just wanted to share that with you because it's a hard thing to say sometimes is they can't do anything good without selling something. They can't do anything without selling something, I should say. So, yeah, CIG.
As I've said, the whole game is a fucking ad. Like, yeah, I have nothing else to add to it. It's a good video. There's the link. I didn't know about this, but I mean, nothing fucking surprised me anymore. So yeah, 5 years to model. Jeez, yeah. Alrighty, so should we? You know what? This like, it was just on my home screen, and I said, "Well, this is a God sign. This is a sign from God, even though I don't believe in one, but like from Chris Roberts himself. We should probably watch this one, right? It's a video from October 10th of 2016, and it's called Chris Roberts on Squadron 42 demo, Citizen Con and Planets. And it could be a good watch, it could be shit. I have no idea. It's 6 minutes, so why not watch it?
Hey everyone, we're here at CitizenCon 2016, the Star Citizen event. I'm joined by Chris Roberts.
Hello everybody, how you doing?
Before getting to that, all this coverage is brought to you by Antec and their new Cube MITx case as designed by Razer, which is shown
GeForce GTX, by the way. Did you see the card?
Supports full custom loop water cooling. You can learn more in the link below. Chris, can you give us a quick recap, your own impressions of the event that you just put on? Then we'll go into some of the details.
No, I mean, look, it's always, all these events are fantastic. Games
I didn't look at the Yogi No Pay to Win video. Posted in my Discord.
It's about the community. I mean, we wouldn't be here without the community. They've supported us, enables us to grow to the size we have, enable us to sort of build the technology that we're working on now, which is far beyond whatever I pictured or envisioned when I first pitched Star Citizen. I mean, I dreamed about this stuff, but I didn't think I'd be able to be doing it. Was
the GT580 amazing?
And I mean, it's great. I mean, the energy, it's like you think about it, you put your presentation together, you do your demos, but when you actually get in the room and you feel the energy, it's a completely different thing. So I love it. I mean, it's a whole bunch of people that are really passionate for exactly the same game that I'm passionate for. And yeah, we're just a bunch of big space game geeks. I don't know what to say.
So for the immediate roadmap for people to watch out for, you had on stage.
Oh yeah, by the way, before we continue, I'm currently streaming on Kick also. So, well, I should be, but it says that I'm not. No, I am. I don't fucking know. So if you like Kick, might as well. It's just like Grumpy Eye. You can find me there.
6, 3.0, I think 3.1, 3.2, 3.3. So what are the major key points for folks to know about for each of those roadmaps?
Well, I mean, 2.6 is the one that we're going to have Star Marine finally out there, where we have this separate game mode for
Black Dream, you got to link me the video.
FPS. We're actually going to have 2 different maps, 2 different game modes. So we'll be able to have 24-player matches down to like 8-player.
You can't
matches.
Post links in the chat, dude.
Essentially, it's
you got to hop into my Discord.
Into
unfortunately,
FPS PvP game quickly, sort of like what you'd be used to in Battlefield or Call of Duty or something, to sort of play FPS and not have to travel to a location to do it, and not have to risk.
He's talking about Theaters of War.
Things you would risk normally in the game. And then we're sort of spending time also on Arena Commander, working on sort of the balance and how the ships feel when they fly and dogfight, and make the whole process of, you know, getting a new game, iterating, playing more and more matches, much simpler, easier to get into. And then things like, you know, the cameras we're working on to make better. So essentially what we're trying to make is sort of the quick game experience that's sort of representative of like the dogfighting experience and representative of the FPS experience is there for you to access, to play with.
Oh no, he's actually talking about Arena Commander.
Some of the bigger, you know,
and Star Marine,
persistent universe, you know, the place that you're exploring, we're continuing to flash out, because there's a lot of people that just, you know, play Arena Commander right now, and we're going to have, I think, a lot of people that hopefully play Star Marine, and they'll be sort of practicing their skills, ready for showtime when, you know, the game becomes, you know, the universe becomes bigger and things are more persistent.
I want to ask one question. So Squadron 42, I know we didn't see an unveil here today. Can you give kind of a, you know, reasoning why?
Well, I mentioned when we interviewed before that I was hoping we were going to show one of so essentially in our process we're sort of story content complete, so we filmed all our stuff. We're very far along on most of the assets, and we have all this the missions, chapters, however we call them, sort of blocked out. You know, so what we call white box. Some are much further.
29 days till it's
we're
out.
taking one of them, which is what
Starfield?
planning originally on showing here to a final polished finish level, but it's very important to be that final polished finish level. So we got pretty close, but I didn't feel like we were close enough. And so for me on Squadron 42, that was sort of the commitment I made, is I'm going to show you it, but when it's ready. So we're not quite there yet.
So they've been polishing Squadron 42 for the past 6 years. No, actually 7 years, because this was 2016.
Continuing on that, and we
Fucking
will show
amazing.
that when it happens. But that sort of sets the bar for the rest of it. So when all that's in, that's sort of like
this is the sandworm.
Because a lot of times, until you start
Citizen
bringing
Con.
everything to the final quality, you're not polishing the animations, you're not really stress testing the technology, you're not uncovering sort of the edge cases between things working. So that's a lot of what's been going on in the last. We've been working on this sort of Squadron 42 obviously for a long time, but even this final chapter for quite a while, trying to bring everything up. And
they were working on the final chapter.
we're not happy with something that's okay or good or kind of like some other game. It needs to be, people are moving around.
Back in
it's fluid,
2016.
and you don't feel like, oh, he's jumping between AI locomotion and then a PCAP scene, which you see all the time in games. So we weren't quite ready to show it. Also, you kind of don't want to show too much stuff all at once. I mean, we showed a pretty big demo.
Yeah.
And sometimes I think that's a problem. Like last year at Gamescom, we showed the Mario Tour where the characters were much more basic than they are now. And really 2.0 sort of overshadowed it, which was the large world and the procedural stuff. So for me, I kind of felt like if we're putting our best foot forward. And so I show the. It
was a big demo, but it's a demo of nothing that
saw
resembles
twice,
Star Citizen.
That's kind of what the experience will look like, and we're like, yes, this is what it will be. But on Squadron 42, it's like another little level beyond that. So we weren't quite ready there, but we have a couple more live streams this year. We do one in November, one in December. So tune in for those, and you never know what you'll see.
And all valid reasons, of course. If you want to see more about the demo, hit the link in the description below. We've already got a 2,000-word article online, covers all the stuff we just talked about here and more. So thank you as always, Chris.
Cool, no problem, Steve.
Good seeing you.
Thank you. It's good to see you.
All right.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
That was fun. That was a blast from the past. Just so you know that, like, back in 2016, Squadron 42 was almost done and almost out. So yeah. Anyway, a bunch of you wanted me to react to this. This is from Chaos Squad. I like these guys, and I have no idea what this is about. So it's called CG. Is it from Chaos Squad? Yes, it is. It's called CG Responds. Is AZ ramming allowed? AZ. I don't know what AZ is, but let's see.
Pirates are griefers and griefers are pirates, then they both suck and I hate them all.
What's up, Jack?
You're being pirated by Chaos Squad. You're being pirated.
Fired upon. By who?
Yo ho, I'm Captain Dirty, and I'm here today with a pirate service announcement for everyone. Recently, a couple members of Chaos Squad encountered a cargo hauler that had a caterpillar full of cargo sitting inside of an armistice zone.
Armistice zone. Yeah. Okay. So, first of all, you gotta get a better microphone.
After waiting for a little while and seeing no
This is not the
activity,
first time.
our pirates concluded that the ship had been abandoned.
Or at least get it
and
closer
proceeded
to your
use
face. But
the
yeah.
Fury to break into the ship and steal. Shortly afterwards, they began to notice some messages in general chat. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at those now. So I've highlighted the Paladin's messages here for everyone. And I'm just going to go ahead and read them off.
I was taking screens of you ramming with the Fury and Armistice, by the way. Up to you, though. You can just send me 5 million and I won't have. Okay, Borat. Any reason to report. Okay.
I was taking screens of you ramming with the Fury in Armistice, by the way. Up to you, though. You can just send me the 5 mil, and I won't have any reason to report. He goes on to say, Okay, Pariah and Dr. Strangelove, I got the report in, but I'm curious about the 6 other times I have done it. I never hear back, so let me know what happens. Not being snarky.
How can they let you know what happens?
They just always say they can't tell me the results because it involves other players.
Dude, that's the stupidest thing ever. Like, listen, I'm not on his side. I still don't understand what the fuck happened, but that's the stupidest thing ever. Like when you report somebody, I didn't do it ever, ever in Star Citizen. I did it in other games. In any other game, like that I played, that I reported people, and like off the top of my head is going to be like Overwatch and Rainbow Six Siege. Those people mostly got reported for like saying the N words, being overly toxic, and all of that. It sounds like he's recording this on his phone. I don't know, in his toilet, but that doesn't matter. So, the thing is, whenever you report somebody, and if there is an action taken towards them, you get notified. And Blizzard, in case of Overwatch, would thank you for reporting that person. And Rainbow Six Siege or UB would tell you, hey, that person, I don't know, was toxic, or he was, if there was a cheater, for example, every time that there was a cheater in my game and he got reported and then kicked or banned, you will get like a rank up, or you will not lose the points that you lost in that game. It happens a bunch of times to me in Siege, and the thing is, some of the hackers are so fucking bad that you win the match and then get the points, like you get double the points basically. But in Star Citizen, for some reason, they do not want to discuss with the victim. They don't want to tell him what happened. Like you reported them, and they're like, yeah, okay, thank you, bye, and that's it. Like, what's the fucking point?
So, just to break that down, this player, the Paladin, had set up their Caterpillar full of cargo inside an armistice zone, and then waited nearby out of sight until some pirates came along, broke into it, and stole it. Then, they decided that they would try to extort pirates for 5 million in-game credits so that the Paladin would not report the pirates. Now, my crew knows that this tactic is legal, and we have been doing it for
It's because
years,
they do nothing? Probably, yeah.
and have not really caught any flack from CIG for doing that. So they basically laughed it off. However, one of our other members caught wind of this and decided that they would put in a ticket with CIG. And CIG actually responded with something that I thought was pretty interesting and wanted to share with everyone. So let's go ahead and take a look at that.
All right, so I see the chat. I was supposedly reported at least 60 times, and I never was even contacted by CIG. So I can tell you this. I had an issue, well, not me, my old org had an issue with another org, and one of my org members with my old org reported. Oh my god, this is so fucking wacky, like the way that I'm explaining this. So we were griefed by another org constantly for months, and not only that, they made a bunch of videos. They made like an hour-long video. Some of you may know what I'm talking about. Some of you may not. And they were like also doxing in that video. And one of the victims that was in my org reported them for doxing because it was like his face that they showed, etc., etc. So the only thing that I can tell you is that they're still playing the game. They're still like putting out videos. Nothing ever fucking happened to them. He got the same email that everybody got for reporting anyone in Star Citizen.
We used a Fury to break into a trader's ship since he was seemingly...
Also, yeah, how do you ban somebody that like spends $20,000 on the game? How can you ban that kind of a whale? It's not like... It's not okay towards the whale, and also it's bad for business. So, yeah. Anyway.
We used a Fury to break into a trader's ship since he was seemingly nowhere to be found. Apparently, he was hiding, just watching us. Then decided the real game was in the reports. I don't think that using this system is a proper manner to fight back against pirates, but felt it prudent to ask. Is forcibly entering a ship while in armistice acceptable gameplay? He apparently does these reports a lot as well. Thanks, guys. So CIG gives the kind of typical response when you filed any kind of report against another player. They say, "Thank you for bringing this to our attention. We do take all reports regarding in-game player behavior seriously and investigate accordingly. We appreciate the evidence provided. This is now being reviewed by our team. As this involves another player's account, we will not be able to provide updates to you on this specific case. But please know we're actively looking into this situation."
They're not.
If there's any...
See, the difference, Jack, between DayZ and Star Citizen is that DayZ has a bunch of private servers. And those private servers are modded and all of that, but they're also, they have active admins. And whenever you feel like somebody was cheating, you can report them and they will act on it. And you will know what happened in the end. So, for example, I had a situation where I have like a video, a part of what happens on my second channel. Slight digression, but it doesn't matter. So I was new to the game, fairly new to the game. I have no idea. Let me see. Oh no, this is my main channel. Never mind. So I nicked a truck from a guy. There we go. So first of all, I had no idea that there were like 3 people on the server. Me, this guy that I killed, and another guy. I didn't know that because I didn't know that there was like a player list that you can activate, like that you can see. So I killed the guy. I got his truck. Where's the video? Oh, that is. Come on. Yeah, he's gonna come over now. Come to the car. You know you want to. Oh, there we go. All right. That's how you shoot your gun. So I killed him. I took the car and I went back to my base and I stopped recording because I was so fucking. He shot at me. It was a fucking surprise. I just like jumped out of my seat. It was a pretty good engagement, but like in DayZ, you can see you can like lose everything that you work on for a whole fucking day in a second, basically. And what happened was I took the car, went back to the base. And I hopped into Scar Citizen's stream and I told him, dude, I just like found the Bronco. I was so fucking excited and all that. And I was like AFK for 20 minutes. And in the game AFK. And as soon as I got back into the game, I open the door of my base and I get shot the fuck up immediately. Unfortunately, I don't have video proof of that because I stopped recording, right? So I survived somehow. I ran back into the base and I reported the guy on the fucking server Discord, right? I don't know who it is, but I said right now somebody fucking shot me outside my base. I was AFK for 20 minutes. Nobody knew, like there was no movement in the base. There was no fucking sound. The dude was obviously like wall hacking and he knew that I was there. And as soon as I fucking like opened the door and blasted immediately. And the admins immediately started like researching like who it is, even though it was like 2 a.m. The admin was fucking awake. And what happened is that the guy that shot me he like appeared on the Discord server and he said like, what the fuck, dude? I saw you on the player list. I knew that that's your base. I saw your Bronco, blah blah blah. And he was actually a friend of the guy that I stole the car from, right? So in the end, we befriended each other. And we're like cool and all of that. But I'm just saying, like, you guys are still talking about fucking Starfield. You're just fucking excited about Starfield. I have a Starfield video for you guys. Anyway, in the end, you know what admins are doing in any other game. And that's the difference between CG and all the other games. Like, yes, if you play on like public servers on DayZ, like there's not even a way to report a person, right? But that's why you don't do it.
Additional information, please feel free to reply to this email. So, we follow up. Sorry to bother you further, but I am just requesting confirmation that forcibly entering someone's ship, as long as they are not on a spawnable pad, regardless of Armistice Zone, is in fact legitimate gameplay. If it's easy to do so as well, could you also confirm that weaponizing the report system is also an abuse of game systems? And may I please use this email thread to amend the rules in which my org follows, as well as make public your answers.
For example, you all saw the hackers in Star Citizen. You all saw how bad the hacks are and how fucking blatant they are. And you can report a hacker, but you would never fucking know if he got banned or not. And he's probably not going to get banned.
CIG responds again, and they say, attempting to / succeeding in gaining control of a ship, regardless of where it occurs, equals piracy. The crime / law system isn't perfect right now and will be getting improvements as the game comes along, but theft / piracy is not a reportable offense.
Of course.
As for weaponizing reporting, there's
no such thing.
All
Sure.
reports are reviewed and vetted before any action is taken. We do not blindly follow reports, and most people who say reported don't even follow through. Players that are found to be abusing the support system to ticket in and report players may find themselves in trouble too, but rest assured all reports are reviewed. I'm leaving the name blank. This is Game Support Specialist from RSI. So,
all right.
What does this mean? There are two big takeaways here. The first one is this.
Yeah, Starfield is using in-house engine. I don't know why you're still fucking talking about Starfield. Jesus Christ.
Very clear confirmation that using a ship inside of an Armistice Zone to ram another ship open is not a reportable offense. So it doesn't seem to matter if they're in the air or on a pad or next to the pad. I think as long as you can't spawn a ship on the pad and they're anywhere else.
No, actually it says attempting to or succeeding in gaining control of a ship regardless of where it occurs is piracy. So you can also do it on a fucking pad.
The free game. But I would still avoid the Platinum Bay pads, even though you're not really going to find cargo ships sitting on that, so it doesn't really matter, right?
No, I would still go for them.
Now for the second part. As for weaponizing reporting, there's no such thing. I disagree with that. I do think there's a contingent of players that are using the report system to threaten and bully other players, namely PvP-oriented players, into playing the game in a way
I think CAG made this guy's microphone. Yeah, guys, come on. It's a tier 1 microphone. Come on.
I've been seeing a lot of it, actually, in the last few weeks.
Tier 0, actually.
This is just another example.
But,
now,
like, Dirty, or Captain Dirty,
down,
like, did anyone ever get banned? Do we have, like... Do we know that anyone ever got banned from Star Citizen? Not from Spectrum, but from the game itself. We have no idea.
That players that are found to be
I don't know any. Like
system.
I know people that are like known griefers, and then they're still like playing the game without any issues.
ticket in and report players may find themselves in trouble too. And this, I think, is probably the most interesting part of this message. This is confirmation that they are considering
DayZ is
people
just a better
who
game.
are falsely reporting other players and, you know, piling on report ticket after report ticket and bogging the game developers down and the support specialists down with these nonsense, reports. This is considered a violation, and I doubt these folks are going to get banned outright, but I'm sure they're getting warnings and possibly even suspensions if they're continuing to behave in that manner. So I think that this is good news. I think, first of all, clarifying the rules about what is and is not allowed inside the Armistice Zone is important and good for both the Pirates and the Care Bears. We all know now where the line is, so thank you to this support specialist. I appreciate it. I know a lot of other people will also.
I mean, they already had an issue with people reporting them for. You probably remember the Carrick incident, the Carrick Karen, the guy that was like just spawning over and over again in the med bay and getting killed, and apparently somebody else actually reported them. But yeah, like it's just Star Citizen, dude. Like, they tell you nothing, and then you gotta like. I understand both sides. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I understand both sides. On one side, you have Care Bears that think that this is not like Star Citizen is not a PvP game, and then you have PvPers and like pirates and all of that that just want to do that and nothing else. So the Care Bears keep on like insulting them and all of that. So no mentions of taking control of a ship through a glitch. Most pirates would do that. They would just like glitch inside of your ship and then like take control. Because why not? It's so fucking easy to do with most of the ships. But yeah. Anyway, like, yeah, there's the video. It's an okay video, but like we already knew that CAG like considered most of it piracy, but then like the line was thin with the Carrick incident because it was just like happening over and over again. It looked like griefing to some people, but it wasn't because they were trying to take control. And the fact that that CAG didn't put any like game mechanics into the ship itself, so you can prevent the owner from spawning once you take the fucking ship, is they're bad. It's a bad on like CAG's part, and that's it. Anyway, for all you fuckers that are talking about Starfield, one of you posted this. It's a video by Time Player, and it's called "Why Starfield's Procedural Generation Won't Suck." Like, okay, before we start watching the video, the thing is, whenever we're talking about Starfield, I just want to fucking play it first, because I don't trust Bethesda at all, like at all. Where's the All right.
From the rocks at your feet.
So before we watch that video, I just want to show you this meme. Come on.
From the rocks at your feet to the mountains in the distance, to the people and creatures that live in these worlds. That isn't just a backdrop. That moon is actually there orbiting the planet. Yes, you can visit it too. That mountain is not just a backdrop. You can walk all the way to the top of that mountain.
This is why I don't trust like Bethesda or Todd Howard or anything that they say. I want to fucking see it with my own eyes, and I want to play it. I don't want to be like, yeah, I'm excited about like another potentially good space game. But you know what? On the other hand, I'm thinking maybe my space game fix is going to be solved by playing Space Engineers again once this gets released, because this may be fucking buggy, may be bad, it may be whatever. Like, you never know.
When the first 15 minutes of Starfield gameplay premiered at the Bethesda Showcase in 2022, I was quite skeptical of it. Sure, the gameplay was a bit rough around the edges, gunplay looked lackluster, and even the planet that was showcased at the time...
You know what I noticed? I'm just gonna pause it for a second. You know what I noticed? I noticed like a bunch of new YouTubers popping up that are just covering Starfield. And the issue with Starfield is when it gets released, that's that. It's gonna be like, yeah. And then what do you talk about after that? I'm not talking about this guy, but I'm like, I saw like Starfield talks and all that, a bunch of YouTube channels. So once it gets released, those channels are basically gonna be done, right?
Seemed awfully barren. However, I was more questioning the level of ambition Bethesda was describing during its reveal. 1,000 planets, all
I don't even trust this number.
Inch by inch. I constantly wondered, how could this even be possible? The staple mark of Bethesda games are the level of detail their worlds have, not only in the environments, but the interactions with those environments,
Fallout.
and the people of those environments as well. The exploration nature of Bethesda games are what make them so damn memorable, and products that you can practically play
or bugs, like in Fallout 76.
for hundreds of hours without them ever feeling repetitive. Starfield, being a game with over seemingly 1,000 planets, did raise some very valid questions.
Yeah, dude, Skyrim is still huge after 10 years, yes. But like, is this gonna be 1,000 Skyrims? You see what I'm saying? Because like, 1,000 planets is a lot. And most of them are, yes, procedurally generated. Like the lands, because you're not gonna be able to like go around the whole fucking planet, right? So you're gonna have maps. Is there actually gonna be like 1,000 different maps that are gonna contain shit? Or is it like gonna be like 997 whatever maps that just like contain, I don't know, fucking Quantanium or whatever it's called, like resources. And you go there just to dig, and then you come back to the like 3 spots that you can actually do something on. That's the question.
So deep while being so wide. Just 2 weeks ago,
how can it be so deep while being so wide? Giggity?
It be so deep while being so wide. Just 2 weeks ago from today, we had the Starfield Direct. I watched it, live in fact, because as much as I was doubting the ambition of Bethesda Maryland, I still wanted to see more about this project. And I am glad I did. Because this is the only showcase of an upcoming video game.
Rumpy, I have a question. Is there a thing as a good bug? Yeah, the only good bug is a dead bug.
Left me this impressed to this degree. Seriously, it was very well done, and I can admit now that I am indeed excited for Starfield. But in my opinion, the biggest piece of information we acquired from this showcase, the information that soothes my nerves a little, was the explanation on how the procedural generation system is going to work. When you hear of procedural generation...
So the good thing that they did, as far as I know, is that their procedural generation is not just like having a bunch of assets, as in like rocks and stuff like that, that you design yourselves and you just like plonk them around the thing. As far as I remember, Todd said that they have made basically like mini biomes by hand, and they are using those they're using those as templates for the procedural generation. So they're like being copy pasted around the thing, around the planet or the map, and then like there are going to be some variations due to the procedural generation. That's a different approach to what CEG did, basically. And honestly, it seems like it's a bit more procedural than what CEG did.
You probably think of Minecraft,
but then
or
again,
No
you
Man's
never know.
Sky, a system that randomly generates terrain and environment around you according to set parameters.
Yeah, this is what I'm
and
talking
while
about.
the system is acceptable, it does throw away a great extent of handcrafted detail.
Oh, this is No
in
Man's Sky.
exchange
Okay.
for scale. For example, No Man's Sky does have trillions of planets. But how many times do you have to visit planets before everything just starts to blend in and look the same?
Yeah.
See, this is possibly the largest problem I had with No Man's Sky, is that after a few hours of exploration, everything just became the same. It became
You
boring
explore
dull,
and
no
you see the
disrespect,
same
but
thing
no
over
matter
and
how
over
much
again.
the game has improved, that perception still hasn't really modified for me. This is why
Yeah,
when
Unreal
Starfield was
5's
announced with
terrain
1
generation is something like they described for Starfield, as far as I know, but it's not made in UE5. I think you know that, Rokumo.
For me.
I'm just saying
this
for
is
the
why
other
when
people.
Starfield was announced with 1,000 planets, it was a little disheartening to me, but after learning more about it thanks to the recent showcase, I do share a great extent more optimism on the way this system will work. Look, Bethesda knows that you won't be able to visit all 1,000 planets in your playthrough. Sure, the very few minority who are extremely dedicated may achieve that, but the vast majority of players will put in 60 to 100 hours and call it a day for their first playthrough. Now, how many planets would you probably visit in those hours? Well, even if you focus highly on exploration, you probably won't top over 100 to 150. This is why Bethesda uses an interesting concept of procedurally generating environment with handcrafted points of interest. So basically, every planet does have its own parameters. For example, in this screenshot,
That's
you
how
can
it's done,
identify
yeah.
the type of surface, the gravity, the atmosphere, the fauna, flora, and even water.
Wait, let me rewind it a bit. Show resources. Okay, so you have 2 spots that you can land on. So you can't land on the whole. So there's going to be like one map and a second map. Sure.
We can identify the type of surface, the gravity, the atmosphere, the fauna, flora, and even water. And these parameters will apply to everyone's game. As you land, a 1 kilometer tile will be generated around your
CEG's
area,
terrain generator
set
is
to the
just bad.
seed everyone will share. So everyone's planets will look the same.
For
But
now,
what
at
won't
least.
look the same are the points of interest inside of those planets. This short little clip that was presented during the direct confused a vast amount of people. Everyone wondered, will the points of interest look different on that part of the planet every time I visit it? And the answer to that is no. What they were trying to portray was how everyone's game's points of interest will be different. Bethesda has roughly created over probably
Wait, you can land anywhere? You sure about that, Jack?
at least a few hundred different and unique points of interest. So every time you land on a new planet, the game will analyze what type of planet it is, if it is barren, if it has water, if it is already booming with civilization, if it has alien life, etc., and then according to the set parameters, the system will pull 1 or 2 points of interest out of the large library and place them randomly onto the map for you to see. This is a great system because it enables Bethesda to show the player what they want you to see while also retaining that sense of scale and vastness. Now, it was a relief to
The
hear about
music
the way
in
this
Starfield
system
is
would work,
amazing.
and it
It's really
definitely
good.
did get rid of a large worry of mine. But there was another question that introduced itself after this, and it was, what if it starts to feel too artificial? What if every time you land on a planet,
Okay,
the
if
game
they said that
overwhelms
you can
with its
land anywhere, hopefully they're not lying. But again, you never know. Yeah, no loading screens. Okay, I mean, there's gonna be cutscenes for like landing and all of that, but like that's basically a mask for a loading screen. But sure.
points of interest. There's always dozens of bases around you and too much stuff to see. Wouldn't
that's
that
cool,
remove
Jack.
the feeling
That's
of
cool.
discovery and that needed
But then again, how are you gonna explore all of that without a ship? Because as far as I know, you can't fly in the atmosphere.
emptiness of a planet, especially ones in distant solar systems. It was worrisome to me as well that it may be too populated. But during a recent interview with Todd, he also clarified this question.
You know, I think it is a moment when you land on some of these barren planets. And again, we will generate certain things for you to find on them. But if you look at a planet, you see the resources, it has things you want. There is, I love the Buzz Aldrin quote, the magnificent desolation. I think there's a certain beauty to landing on those and feeling I'm one of the only people or the only person to ever visit this planet. So it's a difficult design thing. If you add too many things, if it's generating too many abandoned bases or towers or things to find, it starts feeling too gamey in some of those locations. So I think we've dialed that in pretty well.
So yes, if you land on a barren, isolated moon far away from civilization, you probably won't see human bases in the area, and the game would rather prioritize points of interest created by nature itself. However, the system is also not flawless whatsoever. It has some giant limitations. In fact, this is the exact reason why rovers and atmospheric flight are not present in the game, because the system cannot generate new tiles that contain such detail and handcrafted content at such high speeds, especially if you're on a spaceship going hundreds of knots above the planet's surface. But the system in the end allows for more detail than ever, especially comparing it to other space games where exploration becomes dull only after a few hours. Furthermore, I saw more skepticism on how the areas which you will land in work. Will it only be explorable inside of that 1 kilometer tile the game generates, or will the game generate tiles as you walk?
Now that's the question.
This is something that has only been vaguely clarified by Todd, and that was in an interview over a year ago. Hear this.
Well, the first when we did it was, how are we going to render a planet, like pull it off for the player? Like, can we? Or do we have to sort of do it where you can't land on all of them, where you're landing in a very controlled, small world space that we, you know, kind of craft, and you would have a very limited set of those. If you go back to tone, like, well, that's probably the wrong tone. And how can we say yes? Like, I want to land on that ice ball. So we started the game.
So, I do believe planets will be kind of endless.
What's the fucking answer, though? What? Is it 16 times the detail? If you don't know what he's talking about, let me just show you.
16 times the detail.
Yep. 16 times the detail. Fallout 76 was about to be with like 16 times the detail.
As you walk towards the edge of one tile, the game will generate a new tile in the background, which once again gives further reasoning why land vehicles and atmospheric flight on the game are not present, because it would overload the system. Even more evidence of this actually comes out of a Reddit post made by Bet Stranger. As you can see in the screenshot taken from the direct, the player is 1,200 meters away from the ship, meaning 1.2 kilometers, which is greater than the 1 kilometer tile Todd said. So it is evident that no, you will not be limited to explore around your ship. This is truly all great, but even after all of this very positive information, I still have one small worry about the system, and that involves how many handcrafted points of interest has Bethesda really created. Now, as I said before, that the number of points of interest will range in probably at least a few hundred, but that is my own speculation. Bethesda has actually not said anything about the number of points of interest they have made, and if this number falls too short, such as only in the few dozens, then that is a giant problem. Because if the same points of interest begin to repeat only after visiting a dozen or so planets, that can be quite immersion breaking. For example, imagine if you saw the exact same crashed capital ship that you just saw a few hours earlier, but on a different planet. Hopefully, Bethesda is smart about this and has created a number where even when some points of interest begin to repeat and show up again, the player won't even notice it because it's been so long since they saw that exact same point.
So he's hoping for everything that we are hoping that CAG does properly because they're currently not doing it properly. Sounds like a game I know. Exactly. So what he just said is that he's hoping that you will not have the same fucking derelict ship spawn over and over again around the whole verse or whatever you want to call it, universe. So CAG is proud of that because they would like make patch notes and do an ISC of them adding 3 new caterpillars, 3 new caterpillar derelicts on the 9 moons.
Smart about this and has created a number where even when some points of interest begin to repeat and show up again, the player won't even notice it because it's been so long since they saw that exact same point of interest. So anything above 300 would be a good amount. Furthermore, modders can take advantage of the system and pump out their own points of interest for the player to see, adding to the pool of the number. Other than that, the information that we've gotten during the direct and after does earn the procedural generation system a sense of optimism. And I genuinely do think that this procedural system will work extraordinarily well after looking at this design behind it. Can this video come back to haunt me? Of course. But Starfield has genuinely reignited that spark of excitement for video games that I've not felt ever since forever. It's the dream game I could ask for. A space title that takes itself seriously in its vastness, detail, and exploration, but is also layered with RPG mechanics that truly allow you to be immersed in its universe. But again, it is 2023, and while I am excited, I will not pre-order, and will wait for the reviews to roll in before I press that buy button. My own review you can expect only a few days.
I mean, you know what? We're all gonna fucking buy it on the day 1 on launch. I'm not gonna pre-order it, but I'm gonna buy it on like day 1.
After launch,
it's the same
if it does
thing,
end
right?
up being a disaster. But if it doesn't, then probably after a few months, because to be frank, it will take quite a long time to fully enjoy and take in such an experience that Starfield is being made out to be.
The music is phenomenal. Hopefully there's more to the soundtrack. But yeah. It's a good video. I don't know. I guess we'll see. I'm really skeptical. I'm really skeptical about all of this. But we'll see. Anyway, Black... What? Black Dream Hunk. I never understood that name. Posted this in the wrong channel, of course. But let's check it out. This is a 3-minute video from Cameron. It's called 319.1 Star Citizen is released. CAG legal team says so. Alright.
Hello everyone. I have very good news for you. According to CAG's legal department, Star Citizen has been released.
What are we talking about?
So what happened? A backer in UK asked for a refund and he used a small claims court. And he got this reply from CAG's legal department. I won't read everything, but here is the most important.
Oof. The UK Customer Rights Act 2015, quoted by you, stipulates digital content to be of satisfactory quality. Every contract to supply digital content is to be treated as including a term that the quality of the digital content is satisfactory. The term mentioned in subsection 1 does not cover anything which makes the quality of the digital content unsatisfactory. Dude, I fucking hate these legal nonsensical fucking languages and types of fucking talk. Like even in Serbian, like what the fuck did you just say? Honestly. Which is specifically drawn to the consumer's attention before the contract is made. Please see the exhibit as an overview. Oh, fuck off.
Part.
Regarding your specific case, our investigation rendered the following results. The account shows a playtime of more than 274 hours since 2022. This in total far exceeds the usually 40 to 60 hours playtime of ordinary games by far. Shows use and enjoyment of the game and rebuts the false allegations that the game has not been released.
shows use and enjoyment of the game and rebuts the false allegation that the game has not been released. Huh? So the game is like released. So first of all, both sides are in the fucking wrong. The guy fucking played 274 hours since 2022 and now wants a refund. The fuck are you like talking about? Like even on Steam, you get like 20 hours or whatever. Is it 20 hours? Or maybe no, it's maybe 20 days and 2 hours on gameplay. If you play more than 2 hours or something like that, you don't get a refund. Secondly, them considering the game released is stupid, but also I understand why they don't want to give him a refund, honestly.
Rebuts the false allegations that the game has not been released. Rebuts the false allegations that the game has not been released.
Oh no. So guys, I guess you didn't know this yet. Star Citizen is released.
Look, I don't want to defend them because they're obviously lying and bullshitting us for fucking 12 years now about a ton of things. But like I'm standing on their side with this one. What is Star Citizen legally? Yeah, but he pledged. He bought a ship. He got a whole fucking do you agree thing. Maybe he read it out. He probably didn't. Most of us didn't. And we all agreed. We all fucking sold our souls. And the only thing that you can know, that you can see, is that you can see alpha everywhere. And you can see, like, whenever you're buying something, they tell you Star Citizen is an alpha, blah, blah, blah. This is a bad take. What are you talking about? My take is a bad take? I don't know. It's just like my thoughts, dude. Like, yeah, sure, Star Citizen isn't a game, blah, blah, blah. Like, we all, like, went fucking through it. We all know what Star Citizen is and isn't. As I've said already, Star Citizen is just a fucking ad to, like, make money, to sell ships, and that's it. It's just an ad. It's not even a game. It's nothing. It's just, like, there. And then they're probably going to make even more money by selling the tech that they made for making a game that they never fucking made. But here in this whole thing, they are in the right because you agreed. Oh no, this video. Yeah, well, the game, like, I understand why Cameron is pissed off because they're obviously saying that the game is released here. But yeah.
Yeah. Yes, he played for 274 hours, but I guess most of this time was spent in elevators, in metros, in trams, and fighting bugs. We should never forget that it takes a while until a new player realizes that there is very little progress, that CRG is still making bold claims, and even up to 10 years later, nothing materializes. Here are just a few examples. To call Star Citizen a released game is a very...
Alright, should I? Yeah, I guess I gotta read it out. CG is very good at promising and not delivering, or delivering only many years later. See, for example, 4.0 with several new Star Systems coming at the beginning of 2018. Yeah, and then it was 2019 and 2020 and 2021, etc., etc. Theaters war in the hands of the backers, first half 2020. Salvage, full salvage, not just hull scraping 3.2, summer 2017. Sure. Farming 3.3, hex code colors video first published 2016. Hex code, Jesus Christ. That's never going to happen because that doesn't make any money. Like, they need to monetize hex codes somehow, and then they will fucking give us hex codes. If you don't know what hex codes are, Jesus, let me slow down a bit. It's basically repainting your ship the way you want to. Fauna video, sure. Customizable HUDs, 2013. Wow. Atmospheric room system, modularity video, environmental damage video, See, like, I wanna find this video. I gotta ask Cam for this because he probably knows where this video is. Because I remember a video. There's actually two things, and I can't find any of it. First thing was like back in the early days of Star Citizen, like just after the Kickstarter, like in 2012 or 2013 maybe. Somebody said, and I'm pretty sure it wasn't Chris, maybe it was Chris, I'm not sure. They were talking about the stocks in the game, like stock exchange and all of that. And maybe it was 2014, it doesn't matter. So I want to find that video because they were talking about like the economy, blah, 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 and maybe there will be some like stock exchange and all of that. The second thing is like this environmental damage that they showcased in a video back in, I think they already had the Planet Sec, so I'm gonna say 2016. Yeah. So in 2016, I saw a video. I wasn't playing back then. I was just like researching the game. I wanted to see what's happening with the game. I saw a video where they like showcase how you can like destroy parts of the planet, like make a hole in the ground and all of that. And as far as I remember, they said that they don't really think that this is going to work in the game, and that they're just like having fun with it. But maybe at some point we will get it. But I want to see that video because I don't really remember what they said. Squadron 42 first release date was 2015. New driving physics published 2021. Yeah, sure. 1-star citizen out of 100, $6 million, stretch goal, 100 systems. Okay, this is just like weirdly worded, but sure. Tracing every bullet, check what it hits inside a ship, and if the bullet hits is damaged, destroyed, or start to burn. Chris 2020 on Spectrum. I mean, I guess they're like, they want to do that. That's like the only thing that it actually seems with the damage model and all of that. It actually seems like they want to do that, but yeah, we'll see.
Very bold move of CIG's legal department, and I would never have said this. This puts a big red crosshair onto Star Citizen. Well, no more. It's an alpha, I guess, from now on. I didn't want to make a video today, but I really had to. This is just too funny. Star Citizen is at best a tech.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening with Jack O'Neill. Like, I'm just like seeing on the side that he has a panic attack and he's just like typing like crazy about something, but I'm not getting.
You're still missing basics and basic mechanics in year 11. Chris is only interested in eye candy, fluff, time sinks, and making an interactive movie. Not
yeah, I mean, look, it's about wording. See, let me finish the video first,
basics
and we're going to talk about it.
Mechanics play no role for Chris. And of course, Chris is the boss, no discussions allowed. I would be very happy if you would spread this video. This was just very unexpected. Yeah, I hope you found this interesting and see you next time. Bye. Auf Wiedersehen.
He always has some like funny clips at the end.
You asking me to speak frankly, sir?
Yes. Well, like...
Oh, what is this? Jarheads? Is this from Jarheads?
Well, sir, it's just that you're incompetent, sir.
Hey, you're still here. You
All
might
right.
want to join me on Twitter. My Twitter account is Kamoral_SC.
All right. It's a good video, although, like, as far as it comes to, like, what happened is I am siding with CG on this one. But also, you gotta understand this. So, it's about the wording. So, what they said is that it shows us... it shows use and enjoyment of the game and rebuts the false allegation that the game has not been released. I almost sneezed and I coughed at the same time. Jesus. So, it's about a bad choice of words. So, sometimes CEG will say the game is not released. because there was no like full release. The game is not finished in the sense. So they're gonna use the word released in the sense of finished, right? But on the other occasions, they will say that it has been released because it's out and you can play it, right? Dude, don't fuck off, Black. Honestly, it's not a game. You said it yourself. Yes, but do you understand what I'm saying? So this is like misuse of language, basically. That's what they're doing. I guess, like, is that strawmanning? Is that what strawmanning means? I'm not fucking sure. No, it's gaslighting. It doesn't matter. All of your like made up words and shit. So what they're doing here is, oh, it's released. You can play it, but then if you ask them like, is it finished? No, it's not released yet, right? So that's the bad thing that they're doing. But this dude that fucking asked for a refund after like 274 hours a year ago, and like it's just like it's why? Hair splitting. Sure, hair splitting. Yeah, sure. But listen, I want to sell my account. I'm not even lying. Like I'm considering completely to be like done with Star Citizen. Maybe cover. I guess once the channel actually grows and once the channel actually like reaches to a point that I can cover other games and play other games and be happy with my life, right? And make you guys and other people happy with playing other games, not just Star Citizen. Because like whenever I do anything that is not Star Citizen related, nobody fucking watches it. But once I get to that point, I will sell my account because I don't fucking care. Unless the game gets better. Until then, I'm just gonna be fucking pissed off and miserable, honestly. Because, like, yeah, I can't ask for a refund, but I have like an account that has like a ton of fucking referrals, $5,000 like put into it. Even though most of that, like fucking 90% of that money wasn't mine, but it doesn't matter. I just like want the money for the Corsair that I bought with my money. I want that fucking money back. And somebody is gonna be happy with the referrals and the access to the Area 18 bullshit that you get for like 1,000 referrals and all that. So that's the thing, right? You can sell it. You can't ask for a refund after fucking 274 hours. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, is there anything else that you guys posted? No, I don't see anything. Wait, Jack posted something.
The story about a
15 million raised, 10 years developed, an absolute failure. Should we watch this? Star Citizen is on its last legs right now. So many people quitting. I don't know about that, dude. There's always new people. That's the issue. There's always new people. Well, it's not an issue. It's just like that's how the fucking world works. Actually, let's like go through all the Star Citizen videos, and then we will watch other shit, and maybe I'll show you Silica. So this one is by Morphologist, and I don't know if you heard about him. He's a small content creator. He has like 2.5k subscribers, so might as well subscribe to him. But it's called Star Citizen's Endgame content could be amazing. I mean, the game could be amazing, but sure. Let me just switch to this. Does this have a chat? No, this has a chat. All right, there we go. Because he has the aspect ratio that my monitor has. Anyway, let's watch it.
Star Citizen is nowhere near complete, but every patch brings us a little bit closer to a more finished game, albeit sometimes at a slower pace than some of us wish. Still though, today players can enjoy a number of professions and activities that offer enough gameplay to keep at least some of us busy for a while. However, sooner or later players inevitably run up against the wall that is the unfinished state of Star Citizen. Put plainly, there really isn't much progression after you play the few loops that there are, let alone an end goal or end game. And arguably, since all the ships are available on the website for purchase with real money, it makes them a bit counterfeit as a form of end game stuff. So then what is it exactly that our chosen professions are going to add up to? More accurately, what goal do we strive for as an organization of players? Well, one possibility would be stations or organization-owned stations. So join me then on this dive into what the future might hold for Star Citizen when it comes to players building stations. But don't forget that if by the end you think I did a good job with this video and you think I deserve it, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. You can also find me over on my Twitch channel by the same name, as well as on TikTok and Twitter. X. Now it's called X. So to be
Jesus, what do you guys think about the name change? Like the rebrand of Twitter? The fuck is Elon doing? It's so stupid, right? It's like a fucking kid. Remember when you were like a kid and you were like making that like 8 that number 8 drawing that we all did basically. You could also say that it's like infinity, but it's mostly 8. Oh my god, I can't fucking find it. It's just like with like angles and all of that. It's the same. Like you thought it was cool. X's were cool. X was a symbol, and like dude, like he's fucking like Elon is just like he's the X-Man. Yeah, he's an X-Man. I don't know. It's like it's ugly. It's stupid. It's still called Twitter. It's still twitter.com. Like, did you see a video from X or X video? Dude, it's a porn site. I mean, Twitter was a porn site for a while, or it is like even more now. But like, Jesus Christ, his kid is called X. Yeah, his naming of things is fucking amazing.
Here, very little of Star Citizen's planned endgame is actually understood. The only really significant thing they've ever discussed was the ability for us to obtain the Bengal carrier in the game, something that would only exist in 4 different locations and thus would be limited in the ability for orcs to obtain them. They would also require being captured and repaired, so it's not something that you can just buy. However, only a few orgs are likely ever going to have the resources to compete for it. And once it's
does anybody else think that does anybody else share my opinion that the Bengal looks like a ship from a 90s game? Look at all these like angles and all of that. Like,
was the ability for us to obtain the Bengal carrier in the game, something that would only exist in 4 different locations and thus would be limited in the ability for orcs to obtain them. They would also require being captured and repaired, so it's not something that you can just buy. However, only a few orgs are likely ever going to have the resources to compete for it. And once it's obtained, the only way that anybody else is going to get their hands on it is if they fight the org that has it for that big ship. And that surely is going to be exciting for those competing for the Bengal. But as I said, there's only so many of them, and there's gonna need to be something else for people to do, some other type of endgame as an alternative or to do alongside seeking the Bengal. Well, it just might be player-owned stations, at least organization-owned stations to be more specific. These would be smaller stations than what we have now, Lagrange points or floating around planets and moons. These wouldn't compete necessarily with them, but would offer some benefits to encourage players and organizations to get them. They could, say for example, offer larger organization storage for ships, money, and vehicles. They could have org headquarters, a place to call home, to meet and to decorate, a place to respawn, a tax collector
to decorate. Oh my god. Okay, so first of all, oh my, so sorry about that. Yeah. So he forgot about the thing that CG has said, that all of the armistice zones will be lifted from all of the points of interest. For example, there's an org, I forgot which one. They said that once that happens, they're gonna take Lorville for themselves, and you will need to like pay a tax for like accessing Lorville, right? Maybe that's gonna happen. Maybe that's not gonna happen. But that's like far in the future, and those people will probably die before that actually happens. But secondly, like, what did he say? I already forgot. Oh, decorate. You can't decorate your own fucking ship. All the ships are the same. There's no talk about like decoration of any kind. There was like a video of them like putting up posters, and that's it, in your hab, and that's it. But like, what gameplay is it in like decorating your
headquarters,
fucking...
a place to call home, to meet, and to decorate?
The headquarters needs to be your ship, your big ass ship that you live in. Not I don't agree with this, but I mean, yeah, we are like in La La Land right now.
A place to respawn, a tax collection source for them to make money, a manufacturing base for crafting the things that you need as well as selling them, a place to make ship parts and ship weapons, character armor, character weapons, and even ship industrial parts.
That is the
There
Endeavor.
are frankly a lot of opportunities and benefits that you could tag along with stations.
The idea is
but
good.
The actual gameplay is going to come along with
the idea is great, but CG never fucking thought of it. Chris never said anything like that, so
process
I don't think
of
it's going to
getting
happen.
it, maintaining it, and
I mean, most of the things that he said is not going to happen anytime soon, or maybe ever, but then again, he never said this.
It. So let's go through the potential process of getting a station that could be within the bounds of Star Citizen's universe and mechanics as we know them today. So the first phase would be in choosing the location for your organization to establish a station.
That's going to be like your habs are going to be exactly that. You're not going to get like a... It would be really good if you had a hab in the fucking space and not on a planet, because it's going to be harder to find. But
wouldn't come pre-built.
And we have
These
so
are
much
something
unused
that organizations
space
would have to build. And
in
I
the game
envision
that
this
like
happening in
we should
two
have
ways
something like
for
this, but
getting a place
I don't think
to
it's
build
going
a
to ever
station.
happen.
The first option would be find a place in a safe and controlled area of space, somewhere in what you might call high-sec or high-security space, a place like the Stanton system. But this option would have
No,
a
you
way-
make a fucking station in the middle of fucking nowhere. Like 50 million kilometers away from the nearest fucking point. You make it there.
Only option for those claims. You couldn't own them as an organization since the space was already owned by an either government organization or private organization from the NPC factions. But the benefit of this would be good security as well as high traffic areas that could yield good profits for the owning organization. There would, however, be only a set number of locations at Lagrange points, moons, and planet orbital points that you could obtain as an org, and probably there should be a maximum amount of these things that you could actually claim so that you would leave the place open for other people to give it a try. It would also not require just currency, but also reputation with the owning NPC faction. You would have to be in good standing with them in order to qualify to make the claim. Everyone in the org then would need to work together to gain a reputation with that organization so that they could get the cash to get the claim. The second option might be a little bit more exciting. It would involve you going to a lower security area that was less controlled and maybe unowned by any official organization. These systems would have high potential for profits due to
Did
rare
you
resources.
see that gameplay that just happened a second ago? This like immersive gameplay that just happened.
The second option might be a little bit
See
more
the
exciting.
physics? Do you
It
see
would
how
involve you going to a
beautiful this
lower
is?
security area that was less controlled and maybe unowned by any official organization. These systems would have high potential for profits due to rare resources and low competition, but importantly, the risk would be very high. Here then, instead of paying an organization for the claim, you would have to go there and claim it yourself while it's contested by either...
You say, like, building a new base next to a Northwest airfield in the AZ. Dude, we had the biggest base right there. The biggest fucking base on the server. Impenetrable the last time we played. It was fucking huge.
Players or NPCs.
It was huge.
Alternatively, if the area is already claimed by an NPC pirate faction like, say, the Ninetales, then you would have to have good rep with them in order to not
Yeah, he gets stuck after the dropping and just leaves the... like, ditches the tank.
These are the two options then for both combat and non-combat, lawful and unlawful players who will now all have methods to get into this endgame content as an organization. Getting a claim, though, is only the start, and the real work would begin after that. So let's move on to the next phase.
Am I the only one that gets triggered by these shadows? And how shadows work in Star Citizen and how they fucking glitch out every time? The game will look much better if the whole like lighting engine and the shadows wasn't like this bad. Our base lagged the entire server. Yes, it did. They basically did a wipe. You know what happened in the end? They closed the second server where we were playing because of us, basically. Because there were like 3 factions that were like ruling the server. We had a couple of bases, and the other factions had a couple of bases, and we were fucking huge. Ours one, it was like the biggest one. And it lagged the shit out of the server, so they realized there's not many people playing on this server. Therefore, there's like people that are just scavenging and like getting materials and building their bases. Therefore, if we don't like, if we close that server, that's not going to happen again. So they just close the fucking server.
As well as combat players if the station is located in hostile, contested space. The industrial-focused players would be tasked with obtaining specific kinds of resources needed for the manufacture of the main superstructure, or the foundation, if you will.
But it was a great base, right?
Station. While these resources are collected and deposited on location, if the claim is in hostile space, the collection point may need to be defended. Defense could come in the form of either players or player-built turrets. This wouldn't be a very short phase. It would require a great deal of resources and time of an organization to complete, weeks and maybe months. The more players, the faster the resources could be collected, but the build time, I would say, should be a function of an automated mechanic for the station slowly appearing as resources are gathered. I would prefer it not to involve an expensive player ship if possible, but it's inevitable that it might, seeing as how that's how Star Citizen funds the project. So we might see an alternate version then of the Pioneer that builds these stations. Once the main superstructure is finally complete, the cladding is built, the outside is done, it would then be time to start filling the station with components that augment its functionality, as well as building up the station's defenses to defend it while you continue to build the inside. Let's move on then to Phase 3. With the initial phase complete, all you would have is a...
Nah. Look. This is not a dig at morphologists, but nah. I can't. Like, I zoned out at the, like, 3rd fucking minute, so I'm just gonna stop this video. And, do you want me to watch that later's video on Soldier's take on the vehicle munching prototype in Star Citizen, or do you want me to show you Silica? Just type in chat, Silica or Dead Leader. And that's it. I'm going to end the stream at Silica. Okay, Silica is currently winning, so... Actually, let me just play some music in the background. Sorry guys, but I just couldn't. I couldn't. One is Silica, 2 is Dead Leader. So we currently have 2 for 1. Silica? Alright. Guys from YouTube, you gotta vote too. Silica? Alright, I guess we're like playing Silica. I don't know. All right, let me open it. So prepare to be fucking amazed. That's the only thing that I'm gonna say. Prepare to be fucking amazed. So this game was again made by a single person. To magic.
In the year 2351, the advent discovery of teleportation revolutionizes transportation within the solar system. Despite its inherent flaws and egregious energy demands, this controlled tearing of space-time leads to the colonization of a terrestrial planet orbiting Proxima Centauri, the nearest star to our own. Moved by the deep red hues of its dwarf star, the people named their new home Centaurus, after the constellation within which it resides.
I will tell you everything about it. I just want you to see this.
The people of Sol and the determined Centauri. An era of peaceful and prosperous existence for humanity begins. Yet, it would not last for long. Countless drones are dispatched to explore the vast expanse beyond. But the fundamental nature of teleportation results in a destination that is deeply drawn toward gravity wells such as planets, stars, and black holes. Despite all efforts, none return. Dreams of exploring deep space are thwarted by a lack of progress, and the project is eventually shut down. However, on an unlikely winter day, years after its departure, a single dusty drone returns. Hailing from a region beyond the galaxy core, the recovery of this unlikely traveler amounts to nothing less than a miracle, leading to the discovery of Balturus, a seemingly barren planet scorched in the blinding light of its host star. With the teleportation link stable, expeditions are mounted, and mankind, at the cusp of making first contact, explores the sandy wastes. As the curious adventurers sought, a discovery is indeed made, but not one they had expected.
How are you liking this so far?
Deep inclusions within seemingly benign crystals of silica glisten in the star's brilliant light, casting a vivid sapphire hue which ensnares their curious eyes. This element would come to be known as Balterium, and is soon lauded as the greatest finding in human history. Samples are taken, experiments are made, and the material achieves the impossible, multiplying input energy by several orders of magnitude without a significant loss in mass.
Serious Dune vibes, yeah.
Manipulating the matter around it in ways that remain poorly understood. It does not take long for extensive mining to begin, but Balturus had one more revelation to unveil. From the amber hues of the vast dunes, a plethora of crab-like creatures emerge.
And then we have Starship Troopers.
Reaping the soils of their home. They attack with ferocious prowess, cutting man with machine.
This part is cringe, but bear in mind, it was made by a single person, right?
With the creatures at bay, the Balterium spoils are enjoyed by the
obviously
indulged populace of Sol, with little trickling through to the proud Centauri. Despite the greatest of political efforts, appeals fall on deaf ears, precipitating the inception of their own mining enterprise, laying the foundations for conflict. As mining intensifies and relations wither, humanity is once more cast down the path of war. Within a year, the bloodshed begins.
There we go. I didn't watch this before, by the way. I just skipped through it. Sandworm. Yeah, there's not going to be any sandworms in this game. It's a decent story. It's not bad. So, first of all, this is the menu. I loved that one person made a menu that was like this clean. You have content creators here that I just saw. Credits. I guess you can rewatch the intro, right? This is gonna be the intro. I skipped over settings, and then you can quit the game. So you can play. I just want to show you how it works because I don't have enough time to play it, actually. But if you guys get it, might as well play together because this is a multiplayer game that... Okay, single player. We're gonna go, I don't know, Rift Basin, City of Naraka. No, fuck it. Here. I just want to show you how it works. You love this as well. It's pretty cool. It's early access. The patch notes for the next patch are fucking promising. They're adding air vehicles or like air units that you can use to like attack other people. So let's do humans versus aliens. No, humans versus fucking aliens is gonna be. So do you want me to play as human or alien? Both are interesting and very different. So for example, aliens don't gather silica. That's not the currency. Their currency is like biomaterial, and instead of making refineries like in Command and Conquer, you will go and make like nodes and whatever, fucking, what are they called? Biocaches or whatever. So you make a bunch of like small bugs that are just you want me to play as aliens? Okay, sure. And select commander, but we can do whatever. So humanity first. Oh, for fuck's sake. Might as well switch. So let me show you first how this works. So there's like a RTS thing. I will switch to the humans in a second. And then you build nodes. A small cyst whose sole purpose is to extend the nest's territory. Oh, you can't even see this. Give me a second. Let me just... Midcam, chat. Oh no, you know what? I have the whole fucking thing prepared for this. Is it this? Yay! You can see even less. Oh, you can see enough. So basically, what you're doing here, you use W, A, S, and D for like moving the camera around and all of that. You can select your creatures and like move them around, but you make nodes to expand your territory, and then you like build biocaches around them. So these, where is it? Let me just zoom in a bit. Crabs, no. What are they called? They're called crab. Horn crab. Alright, let me just show you this. So you can take direct control of your bugs or any vehicles or any people. And most of them have two attacks. One is ranged, the other is like close range. Bugs can go up the walls. For example, that's like what humans can't do. They can jump off ledges and survive that, which humans can't do. And you can take any of the characters that you want to and play with it. So let's take the control of the crab here. So I was this guy before, now I'm the little crabby guy. Now, the thing is, a bit later, once you like make bigger units, you will see how fucking huge they are. Like you have a behemoth, I think it's called behemoth, unit for the aliens that like is basically this big, like this whole thing. And I can show you that in a second. Let me actually quit and restart and play as humans. So I can, because the, what are they called? The refinery harvesters, they are as big as the behemoths are. Strategy, single player only. So you can see the scale. That's the point. But Grumpy, my big question is, as humans, can you drop F-bombs on your enemies? Amazing. We can see the chat in the chat, that's fine. Just your face is enough. Oh, fuck it. Humans versus aliens, humans, commander, there we go. So, this gives me, like, strong Command and Conquer vibes. Let me just select the Rifleman, and I can show you how it looks like. See, I took some damage from falling. So yeah, you have like ADS and all of that. Sounds are alright. Some of them are fucking amazing. The rifle sounds are not really that good. But I can take the unit right next to it. Why the fuck are they floating? Oh, because I didn't move them at all. At night, this game looks amazing. There's a day and night cycle, as you can see by the shadow. So you can see all the traces and tracers and explosions, and graphics are really phenomenal. So let me just like expand my guys around. Now this is the issue. When there's like more of the same units right next to each other, the only way to select them is by like zooming in and... Like, to select one unit is by zooming in and clicking on them like this. I think that this is a bug. Because, obviously, like, you can click on this and you can see all of them here. But by clicking on them, nothing is gonna happen, right? So, again, early access, so it's not like a finished game. So let me make a refinery. Actually, let me make a couple of them. Wherever I can. Maybe here, no? Let me expand the territory a bit more so I can see what's happening around us. Then we have 2 scouts here. So the points of interest are shown by when I say points of interest, I mean the caches. So this is silica here. This blue thingy, and you will see it in a second. Come on, I just had a fucking plonk option. Where is it? The terrain is really uneven here, so that's why this is happening. So let me show you how it looks like. So this is the silica that you gotta dig, that you're gonna get like money out of, basically, and that like basically is the main currency for the humans, and you get you can like build and you can make units with just like digging this. Now, as a commander, first of all, I don't like the fact that you gotta hit escape and go to like disconnect unit every time you gotta when you wanna like leave the unit. I understand why it's like that, but in this mode, a single player mode, it doesn't really work that well. But see what I mean? I started playing Silica, which is amazing for like, and I had like 40 people watching, and it's 25 now. That's exactly what I was talking about. Everybody just wants me to talk about Star Citizen forever. It's fucking hell. So the thing is, with this game, it's multiplayer, and you can have like around, was it like 30? I think it was like 30 players. So one player could be a commander on your team, and the rest of you could be just like grunts on the ground. And this is the harvester. Let me show you the size of the harvester. The pathing by the AI is a bit weird. Whenever something is in like under construction, you can't really go close to it. But yeah, this is the size of the harvester. Let me show you how it works. Yeah, as Scart said is in his stream, because I basically hopped in just to tell him to check the game out. I thought that salvaging in Star Citizen will look something like this, but yeah, it doesn't. So yeah, you can enter most of the vehicles. Whatever is big enough, you can enter it. I just gotta... Where's the button? Oh, you just had to fucking stand on it. That's fine. I'll wait for it to come down. Yeah, it looks pretty cool, right? The graphics, like, inside, it's okay. It's not that, like, great. Well, let me show you. I was never inside this, by the way. I never tried this on my own. I just saw it yesterday in a video, and that's it. So yeah, you can go up to the bridge, you can control it on your own. That's how you do it in multiplayer. In single player right now, I can just like go into the commander thing and just select the units, which I'm gonna do now. Yeah, there we go. So on the top left, you can see it. You have like the points that you gathered, or this like currency. So now I can like make, let's see, a vehicle factory. It's just like any other RTS game, but it gets so fucking good once you get to like high level and high tier. See this guy, like he just left the harvester on his own. So there is some pathing for NPCs inside vehicles, which is amazing. Remember, one guy. Yeah, one guy. Pretty sure the music was done by a different guy. Or maybe he bought the music somehow on like one of those... what are they called? Websites that are made for that, but yeah. Out of the buildings that you can make refineries, obviously. Silos, if you have like more than you can store in the refineries. You can make barracks for like spawning scouts. You have different what are they called? Different units that you can spawn in the barracks. For example, you have rifleman, scout. You have a marksman that can one-shot like smaller targets. You have a guy with a rocket launcher, and you have a commando that basically does it all. It's like the most expensive, but yeah, they are not that good. Like, just like imagine fighting and seeing a fucking huge ass bug. Yeah, maybe you're gonna take down the small bugs, but the big ass ones you're not, and you're just gonna die to them. Like this rifle is not gonna kill anything except like small targets. So you want to make vehicles and make a lot of them, and you have different. Actually, you have like light vehicle factory. You have heavy vehicle factory, and you have an ultra heavy vehicle factory, which can spawn a siege tank. And that siege tank is like, it can one-shot everything. This is so cool. Dude, I'm telling you. I wanted to go to bed yesterday, like earlier, and then I installed this. I wanted to try it out to see if it even fucking works, because it's made by one guy. And then I realized, oh my god, I'm fucking hooked, and it's 7 AM. It's so good. It lacks certain things like the campaign and all of that, but their main focus right now... What's up, Dusk? Their main focus right now is on making multiplayer work even better, and on making, what are they called? Air units, which I can't wait for, because, like, I want to be in a fucking spaceship. Yeah, this is made by one guy, dude. One person. Did you see the graphics? Oh, we have our first encounter. Oh, come on. So if you flip over in the vehicles, after a couple of seconds, it's gonna turn you back up. Those are just crabs. They're like grunts, basically. Basic infantry.
Enemy approaching.
Where's the enemy? Probably coming from here, right? So, if I had a commander, if I was playing with another guy, I would have a... Oh my god, there's a lot of them. I would have another guy as a commander that would just like middle mouse button and tell me where they are, like what he sees, so I can target them. And I think that that's pretty fucking awesome. Let me see. What do you see? I can hear him. Oh. Oh, this is a big guy. I'm not going to be able to chase him upstairs. Or up the... Oh. Alright, I think my... Jeep got him. Even more. What are we shooting at now, guys? Oh, here. So this is why you really want to have a commander when you're in first person. But yeah, let me see. So, there's one more thing that I think the game lacks in this mode. For the vehicles, it's third-person mode only, and you can't really see that far. So I would love to see like a zoom-in option or whatever, aimed outside. Also, the reload animations is really basic and there's no sound to it. But again, early access, this is like alpha 0.2. It's like 0.2 build or something like that. Tell me that these graphics are not like that they're bad. Like especially when you consider that it was made by a single person. Yeah, the driving mechanics are fucking amazing. You know what? Let me do I oh my god, I have too much shit. I was talking too much. Okay, research facility fast. And more refineries. I need fucking silos, honestly. Where's my silos? Silos? Oh, there we go. Fucking silo, thank you. We just didn't have like enough space to store all of our shit. So I want to show you the bigger and better vehicles that you can only unlock once you like do the research with the research facility. You'll see in a second. It looks very addicting, yeah. And I really want to try it in like multiplayer, honestly. And make a couple of more like quads, just for like defense, have them scattered around. It looks like a Star Citizen planet. Honestly, to me, it looks better.
Structure complete.
Not gonna lie, it looks better. Why are you not attacking? Okay, let me send the scout on him.
Structure complete.
You should definitely play on Prime Battalion server so you can mess around more while Commander is building everything for you. There's a... I didn't even go into the server list at all. Where is this guy? Let me kill this guy real quick. Tell me that this is not really cool. It also reminds me of PlanetSide because like you can have so many units on the ground that it's crazy. Yeah, it's PvP and multiplayer. You can play it as PvP or you can play it in a PvE. Okay, let me upgrade so I can show you the bigger vehicles. Also, yeah, the game needs more different units. Honestly. And I'm gonna say that... No, actually, you go here. I'm gonna say that some of the units are a bit overpowered. So, for example, if you're fighting against the bugs, bugs have just a couple of units. They have like ranged attacks. Ranged attacks. Let me see, where is he? So this guy can't do shit. Like he's gonna come close to the rifleman, and the rifleman is just gonna kill him because like They basically have the same HP. See, he's dead. So I just have the range. He doesn't have any range. So the bugs have to have more ranged units, and also some of the range units that the humans get are just fucking OP. So you have like a I'm gonna try and show you this rocket launcher, a truck that has like 4 rockets that are basically ICBMs that you can just like fire across the fucking map wherever you want to. Maybe they'll hit, maybe they won't, but you have so much range, like 2-3 kilometers, without any issues. So let me just actually spawn a heavy quad so you can see how it looks like. So somewhere on the map, also I would love to see bigger maps. The maps are a bit small for my taste. But then again, I'm a Star Citizen player, so most games are a bit too small for me. Bugs do have a lot of HP and like defense stats, but the thing is, most of the bugs need to like get close to you and like hit you to destroy you, and it's mostly like one hit kill. But like it depends on the unit that you're in. But the thing is, if you're playing as a single person, you're not gonna let him, or in the single person view, whatever, you're not gonna let him get close to you. Oh shit. Okay. Actually, you go here. You're not gonna let the bugs get close to you, because like if they get close to you, you're dead. So you're gonna have to pull away. Right. Mark 2. Can we spawn? Where's my base? My main thingy base. Researching. No, where is it?
Unit ready.
Holy shit. Where the fuck is it? Oh, here. Yeah, you can have radar stations, turrets that you can place wherever you want to. You have outposts that you can place pretty far away from the base. And what those outposts give you is a spawn point, not a spawn point, but a teleportation point that you can teleport to as a player on the ground, right? And you can also, like, once you plonk an outpost down, you can make other shit around it. Because, like, currently I couldn't, like, make, let's say, a radar station here because I'm too far away from my main base. But if I place a outpost down, I can make whatever. So, refinery, light vehicle factory, no, I'm still waiting for the heavy vehicle factory. Well, let me show you the other starting unit. It's a bit slower, more HP, and a better gun, and that's it, basically. Are we close to being done yet? Yeah, we are. All right. So how do you guys like it so far? I think that the gameplay with bugs is a bit more fun. Just to play. Maybe not to watch, but to play. Because you can make, like I made yesterday, I'm gonna say 100 units of, because you don't have harvesters that are huge and slow. You have a bunch of like small scavengers that you like send around the place to find resources, and the more you make them, the more money you will make, basically. But they're really cheap to make, so you can make thousands of them. You're loving it? Yeah, me too. And I had like 1,000 of them on the fucking ground, just like searching, and oh shit. See, like AI will go into the guy immediately. And he has range, like this guy has range attacks. He's hitting me right now. I think I got him. Oh yeah, also one more thing with the bugs. You can also dig into the dirt and you can hide and make ambushes. So just imagine like I don't know, 30 players in a team just making like an ambush seeing, because you can go there, just like in Todd Howard's videos. So you can go there and set up an ambush, basically, as a bug. Are you gonna die? Thank you. Oh, there's more. Shit. This guy is actually hitting me. Come on. Don't spin out. Oh, there's another guy behind me. Shit. This unit is gonna be dead in a second. There's a bunch of them. Jesus Christ. Yeah, okay, so let me leave this.
Unit under attack.
And send more vehicles there to help out. And yeah, this is not an issue. Let me research Mark III. So now I can make light armored cars that has like, I'm gonna say like a 30mm cannon on top of it, which is not that bad, but it's not that good either. But what I want is the heavy vehicle factory, which I'm gonna plonk here. There we go. And like once you build up, you're gonna find their base and you're gonna destroy them. And that's how you win. It's like any other Command and Conquer game. Thank you, Larry Banu, for the gift sub. This guy actually made it through. What the fuck? The only thing that has defenses here is the headquarters. So you really want to plunk down some turrets around the perimeter. Alright, let me show you what this guy is doing. He's currently, yeah, he's climbing. Because he wants to climb to destroy your base, basically.
Enemy approaching.
I'll need to end the stream soon.
Upgrade
ish.
Complete.
But I just want to show you the rocket launcher because it's fucking OP and it's pretty good. It's pretty nice playing as that unit, but you know that you're overpowered. So this is the armored car. There's like a bunch of different vehicles, but I'm not going to show you all of them. Also, as I've said, there's gonna be like here I'm pressing like right click so I can zoom in, but that's not a thing in this game. That's the only thing that I fucking hate. Hopefully they're gonna add a zoom option. But yeah, my turrets are now firing at the guys on the rocks. I think they killed him. But tell me that the effects and the graphics are bad. Like, not even for one person, for dude, like fucking AAA studio. This is so good, right? How do you get it? Steam, 20 bucks. It's 20 fucking bucks. It's one of the most popular games right now. I think BattleBits just like destroyed all the competition. But yeah, this one is becoming so fucking popular. Probably the price point, but also the gameplay is pretty good.
Enemy unit destroyed.
Come on. Oh no, this guy's dead.
Unit under attack.
Yep, he did. So there are a couple of things that I would change with this game. Okay, we got this. So yeah, we can make a tank, and I'm gonna. Oh shit, we can't make both. Let me make a rocket launcher first. So one of the things that I would change with this, there are no, like, really no effects when your building goes down or when you destroy a building. It's there, it goes black, and then it just despawns. So that needs to change. There needs to be explosions. There needs to be like a destroyed state of the what are they called? Fucking, I'm really hungry now. Of the buildings and all of that. The second thing is, you see that this harvester is here for fucking ages now. And he's stuck. Probably because I plunked this thing down and he just like lost the padding. So, yeah. I just gotta do this for him. And then he's gonna realize, oh shit, I could just go forward. And I unstuck myself, Jesus. So, where's the rocket launcher? Loving the Starship Troopers quotes. Yeah. That movie was awesome. The first one. All of the sequels were terrible. So yeah, I was saying the AI needs, like, the pathing needs to be a bit better. See, like, he's probably gonna ram the fucking building again. Maybe not. Maybe... What are you gonna do? Sometimes, yeah, he's ramming the building. He's going over the building, basically. Sometimes they, like, get stuck. Most of the times they do, like, a fucking 100-point turn. Which is a bit annoying, but yeah. So this is the unit that I was talking about that was, like, a bit OP. So, you see the mountain there? I'm gonna shoot at it. And if I had a lock somewhere, like over there, I would fucking hit him. So if I see him, I can hit him, basically. And if I find a vantage point, see, I'm hitting there. No other, like, no other unit can do this. No other unit has this range. So if I have a vantage point, if I could go up there and maybe see the enemy base, I could probably just shoot from there. And not care. So that needs to get nerfed. Maybe like do less damage at distance or whatever. See, my turrets are firing at something somewhere. If I could see it, let me see if I can see it as a. Actually, get a bit closer here. No, I can't see it. There's this guy. I can maybe aim at. He's 1,000 meters away. Let me send him a few. And there's no restriction on like how many units you can have on the ground. And I played with like thousands of units fighting each other, and I had no issues. You get a stutter here and there because probably the AI is calculating something or whatever. But yeah. It's not bad at all. In any sense. Look at the explosion. Look at how cool this is. Made by one person. And then you have a $500 million fucking company that 12 years in the making and it's still like whatever. It looks okay. My guy's shooting at Hornet Crab. A quad, sure. I just want to see if they actually made a behemoth. If they did, I'm gonna let him just destroy my shit. I just want you to see how it looks like. Imagine firing rockets in a giant sandworm with other units. That is happening in this game. It's not a sandworm, but they are big-ass bugs. These are just small ones. These are like low-level ones. I want to show you this tank, and maybe I'll have enough time to make a siege tank. I'm not sure about that, though. How long has this been in development? I have no idea. Like 2 days ago, somebody told me to check it out on YouTube during a stream. I checked it out, I loved it, and I wanted to try it, and I'm in love with it. That's like all I know. I just checked the patch notes, and I saw... Let me just dispose of these guys, so I didn't lose the rifleman. Oh, I lost the rifleman. I saw that they were working on the air units, and I saw that they're working on AI pathing, and they are working on, what was it? Like better multiplayer integration. So this is a hover tank. Tell me that this is not fucking fascinating. That this is not cool. It can also jump a bit, and you can boost forward and go a bit faster. And it sounds pretty good, right? And there's one more like mechanic to it. You can reload, so I don't know if you can see. Let me see if I can do this. Okay, where's my mouse pointer? It's not here. Alright, can I do it like this? No, I can't. No, never mind. So, right next to the reticle, you can probably see like 5 lines, right? Like small dots or lines. Those are basically how many rounds you have in the autoloader. And you can reload all of them, or you can just like shoot one, reload one, shoot one, reload one. So I can fire 5 rounds fast, and then my firing speed is gonna slow down. Also, you have a secondary, which is the right click, and I have no idea what I'm aiming at, but yeah, sure, here. Oh, this is a scorpion somewhere.
Our base is under attack.
Scorpion is a fairly big, oh. Okay, there's even more of them. Rip. Since 2008?
Enemy approaching.
I don't think so. I wouldn't say so, but I have no idea. See, the AI is not gonna move at all. They're just gonna look at him and they're gonna let him fucking destroy him. So, is there any flying units? There are gonna be in the next patch. And they said that the next patch should be out in the next couple of months. So let me just show you. Yeah, you'll have the railgun tank. Can I? Yeah, I can make both of them. And then I'm gonna call it quitsies. Ultra heavy. Like, I would never place my buildings like this if I was actually playing the game, but fuck it. Railgun tank is pretty cool. It has a railgun, and it also has what are they called? Like missile launchers. Oh, Goliath. Goliath is not the biggest one, but it's pretty big. Let me show you the Goliath. So this is the Goliath here. And on the bottom right corner, you can see that's one of his attacks. He just destroyed something of mine. I think it was a turret. You can see the bottom right, you can see his health. There we go. Now, what's up, Adordo? All based? Yeah, everything is based. So, yesterday I had like at least 100 of these. And it was a single player game that I played, but I had like 100 of these and 1,000 of the small grunts and etc., etc., etc. And it played without a hitch, and it looked amazing. So what I'm saying is, you gotta try it out. Honestly, try it out for yourself, and you're gonna love it. So the last thing that I'm building here is the heavy vehicle factory, and I'm gonna end it with that. You can build harvesters inside of it, and you can build a what's it called? Siege tank. The siege tank is the one that you use for destroying buildings, basically. Right, railgun tank should be.
Unit ready.
There we go. Spawned.
Enemy approaching.
So this is the railgun tank. It hits like it does more damage than the normal like hover tank, and you also have rockets or missiles. And yeah, tell me that this isn't cool. And also made by one guy. I don't know. Like, to me, this is amazing. Also, like, these missiles that I'm firing, if... Oh, this is my missile truck firing. If I locked onto a target, which was here, I don't know if it's still gonna be alive. It would just, like, lock and track the target. Which is pretty cool. He's around here somewhere?
Enemy approaching.
Or maybe dead? I don't know. But yeah. Dune missiles? Yeah. Alright, this building is almost done.
Enemy unit destroyed.
The music also changes according to what's happening. Like, if it's chill music, but if it's combat, it's this, basically. It was not really... I'm gonna say that it's not optimized for ultra-wide, because you can see the shadow being weird on the right side. That's because I'm playing on a ultra-wide, obviously. Also, the fact that you can see everything in, like, really good resolution in 3D is amazing. But yeah, I don't know, like Battlezone? What is Battlezone? Was there any other games that were like RTS and FPS at the same time? The only one that I remember was one of the Command & Conquer games.
Enemy approaching.
I forgot. Oh, Behemoth. I forgot the name of it, honestly. Let me show you the railgun. Renegade. Yeah, Renegade. Dude, you're super fast with your responses. Yeah, Renegade. That was a pretty good game. But it was not a game that I played the shit out of, honestly. It was okay. This dude is dead. Yeah, so if you're playing as bugs, I would suggest to like just swarm PlanetSide. But well, PlanetSide is not a RTS game though, right? I don't remember any like RTS, like actual RTS elements with a commander and all of that. Oh, these guys are gonna get killed. Like now.
Our base is under attack. Enemy unit destroyed.
Alrighty, let me see who I can stand there. Maybe this guy here. Fuck it. No, they survived. Okay, nice.
Structure complete. Enemy approaching.
Your kids play the shit out of Renegade? Well, kind of, Jack. That's the issue, kind of. I mean, in PlanetSide you can only see... Also, there's much more players in this one than in Silica. And I would love if Silica could have like massive fucking player battles with like 1,000 players on the server, which maybe like it might happen at some time or point in time. I'm spawning a siege tank and it's gonna take 185 seconds. So here you can see it is very destructive. This is the attack, this is the defense. It's not really that good at defense, but or the armor is not really that good. It costs 5,000 whatever units of I'm gonna say Quantanium because why the fuck not? And it's gonna take you 185 seconds to spawn. Weird, my messages are not showing up on screen. I have no idea what you're talking about, Eduardo. Call to arms? What is call to arms? Is it like this type of a game? Is that what you're saying? What's happening here? Yeah, also you want to see this at nighttime. It's pretty cool.
Unit under attack.
Let me push these guys out a bit, because we have some like silica spawn there. And I want to show you the siege tank. They just need server meshing. I mean, yeah. Honestly, Jesus Christ, my dog scared me. Honestly, PlanetSide did it in, what was it, like 2008? Something like that.
Enemy unit destroyed.
Let me show you how it looks like in darkness. Even though it's not like midnight, it's still pretty. Oh my god, it's still pretty cool. Is this guy still alive? He can be, right? Oh, he is. So just imagine if I had like a ton of units. The whole fucking sky would light up. Because I didn't really play it properly this time. How much is left? Yeah, I just want to show you the siege tank because it's fucking amazing. And then I'm gonna end the stream. I gotta eat. You sent a video for you to react to in Discord. Is it a morphologist video? Is that it, Eduardo? Because I just watched it and I couldn't anymore. Like I probably quit it at like I'm gonna say the first half of it.
Unit ready.
There we go, siege tank. Look at this behemoth.
Enemy approaching.
Tell me that this isn't cool. Listen to this.
Enemy approaching.
There's a actual fight going on there. Let me help him out a bit. So I think that the siege tank has actual like maximum distance on the shots. But yeah, what do you guys think? All 17 of you that are left from like 50 that were watching when I was talking about Star Citizen and being pissed off at Star Citizen. People just don't want to see good games, honestly. It's a tonk. It's an actual tonk. Let me see if I can find anything. It's really slow though, so might take me a while to fucking find anything. Oh, this guy's dead. I'm guessing that their like spawn is here somewhere. So let me try and push my guys over there. This guy attack here. Scorpion, Impeller. No. He also does not have a... the siege tank doesn't have a boost option. So this is the maximum speed, basically. Silica looks cool. Dude, tell me that this isn't fucking amazing. And imagine all of these like being players and having even more of these, because I had single player experience from yesterday where I had like fucking thousands of units with like millions of rounds. And as far as I can see, because there's like an arch to like bullets, there's like actual like physics to them. When you stream Starfield, there will be a bunch of people watching. I don't know. Looks good, we'll test it. Yeah, don't expect a huge campaign, like they're currently multiplayer focused. So, single player is gonna be fun for 5, 6, 7, 8 hours. Which I think it's like the $20 is... like it justifies the $20, but where the most fun is obviously gonna be the multiplayer. Well, this one is released, yeah, but this is also early access. Like, it's not complete. It's not feature complete, right? Looks good, but where is the space? I mean, there, up there. Who fucking cares, honestly? And yeah, that's it. Let me see if there are any vehicles that could be interesting to you to see. You saw this shit. Yeah, you can make like a heavy turret that fires missiles. It's okay, I guess. And vehicle, railgun tank, pulse tank. I didn't see this one at all, so I'm just gonna spawn it basically for myself because I didn't try it out at all. Instead of pizza. Yeah, exactly.
Enemy approaching.
Where the fuck is their base? Tell me it's not here, because this is just like not accessible by my... Oh my god, it is. Shit. Well, this guy just got deleted. See how big the siege tank is? Like, the icon doesn't even fucking cover it at all.
Enemy unit destroyed. Structure complete.
Where's the thing? Where's the thing that I just made? Oh, it's not made still. Okay. Let me just scout out here.
Enemy unit destroyed.
So yeah, by the way, if you hold shift, you can just like move fast around the map. Also, the music is pretty good. Yeah, bugs are the feature in this one. I can't wait to see the flying bugs. Like what they do with the air units for the bug faction. I don't think that this is gonna be their base. Where are we? Maybe we're getting closer, maybe.
Enemy unit destroyed. Harvester under attack.
Nah, he's good. Harvesters also have like miniguns on them, so they should be good against like smaller targets, enemies. Oh, pulse tank. There we go. Oh my god, it's the thing from the YouTube video. I didn't even try it. Let me just fire one. Oh, what? Wait, does it need to be close? I guess the enemy's gotta be close for this thing to work. Oh yeah, by the way, you can destroy the silica, which is not ideal. So careful while you shoot. But yeah, this is fun. Have I tried Spaceborne? Yes, I have, and it really shows that it was made by a single person. This one really doesn't. That's what I'm saying. This just plays well. Spaceborne has like AI, fucking text-to-speech and all of that just like throws me off a lot. Oh, well, he just got killed by the fucking siege tank. It has some cool moments, not gonna lie, but also it's really not that good of a game, honestly. You're gonna have dinner? Yeah, me too. So I'm gonna leave it here, and I gotta tell you guys, it was fun while it lasted. What the fuck is that? Oh yeah, also this. So this can happen with the AI. Like the big tanks just go over small ones. They don't give a shit at all. But yeah, I gotta love you and leave you. I gotta order some food, and I guess I'll see you maybe tomorrow or maybe in a couple of days. Probably gonna wait for Thursday. But yeah, thank you for watching, and it wouldn't be cool even if they fix the text-to-speech. Honestly, animations are bad. Graphics are terrible, honestly. Like, compare it to this. This is also made by a single guy. Like, tell me that this has bad graphics. It doesn't. It's really good. There's a guy here, but I can't. Oh yeah, by the way, there's a thermal vision or like night vision, which Star Citizen still doesn't have. It's better on the bugs. The bug faction can see better, especially at distance. But yeah. Anyway, check it out if you want to. I'm not gonna lie, I love it. I'm gonna play more of it. I'm probably gonna play multiplayer today. And yeah, that's it. So, thank you for watching, and don't forget to bring a towel when you're trying to space, and mwah, bye.